My name is Gunny Master. We have a couple of orthodontic practices here in the DFW area, one in Las Colinas, one in Park Cities, or if you guys want to zoom out, the bigger cities are Dallas and Irving. I am a co-founder, owner with my wife, who's the orthodontist. So I help out with marketing, acquisitions, growth, scaling, and then also kind of the TC side as well. Just really enjoy it. Wonderful field to be in. I would say we knew we had to create systems, and we had a opportunity where we were growing pretty rapidly. I mean, I would say double-digit growth, more than double-digit growth year over year. And a lot of it was, are we equipped enough to go to that next level with the type of training do we have? Yeah. Or are we here? We're here and our business is there. How do we catch up to that? Yeah. So there was that gap right there that it came with leadership training from you and then sales from Jeremy. So I think that's where we were. And then most importantly is, okay, do we have a solid enough vision where when we bring new people in, are they excited as well? And then do we have it defined? And then what are our core values? So really it was almost like business 101 almost of who we are, setting the culture, getting the systems in place, getting the infrastructure. So that's kind of where we were, sprinkled on top of the great growth. So there was a missing, I guess, recipe that we needed to fill and fill quickly. I mean, we knew, see, the thing is, the sales were there. So it was never really, we weren't worried about the sales. However, I knew if we wanted to, and both of us knew, I mean, it's not just me, but me and Dr. Sodi, we both knew that if we wanted to continue to go and scale to the next level, there are things in our culture, in our operations, in our systems, especially around the team, that we have to establish. So that way we don't become the bottlenecks and we are able to sustain that growth. We need to establish core values. So at that point, we were like, okay, this is good. However, I do think we need a foundation that really we can always lean back on. It's almost like our North Star to no matter where we are, we can lean. So there was a little bit of anxiety on, wow, this growth is really good. However, I think we have some cleaning up to do in terms of making sure everyone's aligned. It's building out all those, the workbook, playbooks, all the actual, I always, it's funny, me and Doc were talking about it this morning. We're like, there's so many people on the internet these days that just talk. And they're like, oh yeah, your overhead should be X. And this is, you have to build a practice, just market. But then you're like, okay, dude, how? Like the value is not in talking about it. The value is in telling me how to do it, right? And we always knew, okay, we need an SOP for onboarding. Yeah. We need an SOP for basically when the job description is written. We knew we had to do that, but maybe lack of time. And honestly, I'll be honest with you too, maybe lack of wanting to do it because it is so mundane and not a sexy thing to do. Yeah. So that was really important. And you guys provided that. You're like, no, let's sit down. Here are some playbooks. Here are some things. And then you explained it. And then you understood, you made us understand the why. We established our vision, our mission. We revisited that. And then the most important thing, the funnest thing was when we did that full day core value exercise. Yes. You know, we love that because when we came out of there, we're like, holy moly. And I know you're going to be using this and showing this to other people, but I'll tell you guys, anybody considering, you know, joining Desi or anything like that, that one day core value workshop made everything worth it. That was and that was both me and Doc on the same page. Like, this is amazing. Like, so that was really motivating to us. Yeah, so we found you guys through our dear friend, Dr. Wax. We actually took the opportunity to visit her practice in Michigan. It was, I think we were there for like maybe a day and a half. Yeah. And we got some time with her and we're like, hey, Dr. Wax, like, you're a high performing, well-oiled machine here. There's a leadership principle that maybe we want to learn. Who do you go to? And then she dropped this name that said Desi Mayner. And we're like, okay, who the heck is this guy? And so, of course, it was being in the industry we're still young. We're super young. You know, maybe this is year 3 of practice ownership, so we're babies, right? If you're familiar with like the Tony Robbins like business life cycle stage, we're early on,
Yeah.
and we've been pitched by a lot of consultants. And so me and Doc, my wife, and we were wondering if is this going to be another one of those that they hand you over stuff, they build maybe one template for you and leave. So that was a concern.
Yeah.
But what was really intriguing to us was that leadership aspect of it.
Mhm.
I knew for myself and my wife, we both were interested in this because you can only grow so much as the leader. If we stop growing, the whole team will stop growing. And I've seen amazing practices that have so much potential plateau because of that.
Mhm.
I've seen it in my own family and outside of ortho. I have a lot of
Absolutely.
doctors in my family too. I feel like they stopped growing because they themselves as leaders stopped pursuing growth as well. So that was one of the doubts that was cleared because you guys were a little different. The other thing that really made it kind of convincing was that we actually had a real life case study. Dr. Wax kind of said that,
Yeah.
hey, this was one of my kind
Yeah.
of secret weapons to kind of go over there. The only hurdle I'd say to answer your question was more of, is this another consultant relationship? And Desi, of course, it's like I always measure it by, am I going to actually move the needle? If I make X investment, is it going to take my barometer from here to here to here,
Right. Yeah.
or all the way over there, right?
Yep.
So that was a measuring point that we wanted to clearly outline. And what I liked about you is you guys, it was actionable items, but then we measure those. And that made it exciting to me. It's not just, okay, hey, we're having a meeting. Did you guys implement the SOPs? Or, oh, it's okay, we'll revisit. How's your team feeling? No, it's like, dude, let's get to work. Like, okay, let's measure the numbers. How many new consults came in? How many this? Okay, Doc,
Yeah.
what about you? What were some of did you implement the tough talk metric? Did you do this? How are you
Right.
rewarding? So, really, it was actionable items that we could see feedback on quickly.
Doubts and fears.
I think we really wanted to make the change.
Yeah.
We wanted to have ourselves stand out as something, as a practice that nobody else could go to.
Yep.
And both of me and my wife are very driven individuals. I'm sure you know that.
Oh yeah.
With
That's why
all,
it was so great to work with you.
yeah, with all due respect, I mean, and I mean this in the kindest way, in a sports analogy. If you come in our way, we're gonna kick your ass in the nicest way possible. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and we mean that just our competitive nature. I mean, honestly, like we love our orthodontic colleagues, and it's we love it. But I'm very competitive. She's very competitive. We're driven to win,
Yeah.
and that drive also instills in us a passion to improve ourselves.
Mhm.
I truly believe, she of course is an orthodontist. I did my MBA, everything like that. So we were very heavy on the studies, but I'd say we learn more outside of school, investing in ourselves and possibly
Yeah.
in school. So
Yeah.
that's what makes us so excited. And this field is so fun. I mean, if you think
It
about
is.
it, you get to change lives every day. What are people coming into you for? There's a problem that affects their self-esteem, a
Yeah.
lot of times their confidence.
Yeah.
They know you have a solution to it,
Yep.
and they know that you can help them.
Yeah.
And at the end of usually 18 to 24 months, well, first of all, we actually have a hiring playbook.
Yes.
We know how many steps it take to hire. And
Yes.
I'd like to say after we started instituting that, the bad hires naturally drifted themselves out.
Yeah. Kind of went
Um,
away.
it's not just, I hate to say this, but you have to lick your wounds.
Yep.
Sometimes we were hiring just people that were walking in the door. Oh wow,
Yeah.
look like you fit this role, great. Without really doing the due diligence, I'd say, like you say, Desi, hire slow, fire fast. That's a great principle, right? So we have standing meetings that include training, that include feedback. That's on the calendar already, right? So
Yes.
those are on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
We have this whole elaborate playbook of how detailed the job description should be. The most important thing I've never seen before, and for any of you guys that are kind of considering this, usually job descriptions have what you should be doing for that role.
Yeah.
Job descriptions have what you shouldn't be doing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow, that's okay.
Yeah.
That
But
makes
not
sense.
my lane.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does a front desk person not have to worry about?
Yeah.
For example, I don't need you back in the clinical. You don't need to be adjusting any braces, right? So
Right. Right.
that way people stay clear of what's important for them. And so that's instituted. People get that. The onboarding is there. And then just leadership principles, like how do you have those tough conversations? There's a whole protocol for that we were provided.
Yeah.
And just continuous feedback with the team, making it an environment where
Mhm.
people are not afraid to make mistakes. People are not afraid to come up to you with just problems. And then us as leaders, not solving the problem for them, but really challenging them. So taking that shift, you know, in a small business, a lot of times you're like, oh my God, Desi, this is easy, dude. What are you talking about? Just look over there, or boom,
Yeah.
just do it. Rather than, okay, Desi, that's interesting. What do you think? What are three solutions? Oh, okay. I think you should maybe think about number two. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking too, Doc. Great. Are we done here? Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Great.
Pretty soon, after a while, they're gonna come to you with a problem. They're gonna come to you with a solution. What do you think? You're gonna say, that's great.
Yeah.
Instead of taking half hour to diagnose and treat, I would say I'm a big proponent of you don't know what you don't know.
Mhm.
You know, if there's other people that are doing the thing that you're like, man, I wish I had the skill for, or I just need to learn it. I would put whatever doubts you have on the side. These are genuine people. Desi and the team, they're genuine people.
Mhm.
Um, I don't say that lightly. We work with a lot of people, but they genuinely want you to succeed. And if it's maybe a doubt for you, talk to them, you know, clear up those doubts. If it's a financial thing, then really think of it as an investment. You think about it this way. Like you buy something materialistic. After a while, that fun thing, the excitement can go down, right?
Yeah.
But this is an investment in yourself where as long as you stay consistent, it can never go away. You always have something to lean back on. So it's an investment that's always going to be there. And I would say this investment has paid for itself many times over, many, many times over.